There's a lot to be said about the importance of self-care, especially after these last 18 months being in a pandemic.
Yeah, still many people, though, are hesitant to focus too much on themselves and view self-care as indulgent. So here to encourage us to put our own life mask on first is Sherry Elise, author of Love Yourself Happy. And Sherry, it's always so good to see you. September is Self-Care Awareness Month, but honestly, I think this is something that is so important year-round. And you say that the first step isn't just about having, a spa day, but about happiness. So why don't you start by talking about that?
Yes, first, thank you so much for being here. I'm excited. Congrats on the new show. Yes, so self-care, first, I just want to say right off the bat that it is not a one-size-fits-all. So we always hear about this is the way you self-care. And guess what? Not everybody does it the same way. So I say do more of what makes you happy. And it sounds like a cliche, but we often overlook the things that bring us joy in our keep up culture. So make sure that you just do one thing every day that simply makes you smile.
Now, a lot of people sometimes feel guilty when they're tending to their own needs. How do we get rid of that? Why are we like this?
It's so interesting because the amount of guilt that we carry over the choices we make, either saying no to someone or having that extra slice of cake, that actually causes us more stress. And then what we do is we make choices that we're going to feel badly about. So I say just go for it. When you really tune in with yourself and your needs, you're not going to go crazy. So it's okay. It's okay to release the guilt.
It's hard, but it's a practice, I think, in and of itself. Sherry, you also say that mini goals are the way to go. How do these help? I'm going to guess that it's probably a little bit better than those like big lofty goals that we then, kind of fail on.
Well, you just said it right there. So that's one of the things that often happens is that when we set the large goals, we end up feeling, once again, badly about ourselves. We start to feel like we let ourselves down. So then we don't want to try anything because of that cycle that we're going to go through. So when we break it up into bite-sized nuggets, I have a TED Talk coming up and it is this giant, massive thing. So I broke it up into segments. That way, at the end of it, you hit your goal instead of being let down by not making it.
Now, I love one of your tips about letting loose, and I try to, but can you tell us more about it?
Absolutely. So again, in our culture, we're so perfect. Everything has to be, and especially when you're going after something, that we forget to loosen up and have fun. And there are actually great psychological benefits to just jumping outside your box, taking risks, dancing in the middle of a grocery store, go play in a playground, but just allow yourself to be able to step outside of your comfort zone and have some more fun.
That's so true. Can I tell you? So my son is finally now, we can put him in a swing, and I actually went to a playground that I walk past all the time, and I actually got on the swing myself, and I was like, this brings me so much joy. Why have I not been doing this? So you don't need kids to do this. And then finally, Sherry, you want us to remember the well dones. What do you mean by that?
Well, we all know about a gratitude list. What are we grateful for at the end of the day? But what happens a lot of times at the end of the day, we go over the things that we did not do well, right? The things we didn't accomplish, what we said we were going to do. And well dones are simply a way to look back at your day and talk to yourself about the things you did well. Pat yourself on the back, because the more that we can do that, the more, guess what? We show up for ourselves the next day to go for it again.
I love it. So you radiate happiness and joy. By the way, good luck at your TED Talk. You're going to do phenomenal. And thank you so much for sharing all that. SherryElise.com. Make sure that you follow her on social media as well. And make sure you find some time to let loose, have fun, and find some joy in your life.
Get on a swing.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.